Using cheats, hacks, or abusing glitches is not allowed. Well, this is a standard rule for most servers. Double accounting, which is quite easy, I'm afraid, is a violation to our terms of service and will likely result in permanent suspension. Well, if you IP ban them, then I guess that won't be a problem. If they are playing on two PCs, however, then it would be quite difficult. Do not reconnect, suicide, change job, or do anything else to avoid a roleplay situation. Not even saying that you have to go to the bathroom is allowed. Do not insult players or staff in out-of-character chats. This is also a very standard rule. Listen to admin's decisions. They aren't negotiable. This is very narcissistic, if I may say so myself. You may find some people that are narcissistic, that are willing to take that position. Scamming are not allowed. This is a very obvious rule that is also very common. Also, do not steal items which players have dropped to carry out a translation. Well, what if you are role-playing as a thief and you steal the items? Is that allowed? When requesting an admin, whatever that is called, you must provide relevant information. Well, duh. Wouldn't you like to know why you've been called into the office that you're working on? Non-informative, aggressive, or capital locked. That is something that I also would very much ignore, because reading caps lock, even though you can see all the letters, is quite annoying to read. Now I'm having problems to actually see what stands further this way, and I can't move it. So it will result in a kick, I believe it is. Alright, so if someone does something mean to us, we accidentally makes one of these, then we will be kicked, and when we rejoin in, everything will be forgotten automatically. Don't make whatever request just because you're unhappy with the RP or because the RP has you at a disadvantage. Well, why the fuck should everything be to your advantage? Unless someone is clearly whatever. Unclear is clear in making it so. So to try and okay, it's continue here, my bad people. Someone is clearly and try and get someone else in trouble, will likely result in you being warned or punished. Now I can't read what stands over here, so we're just gonna move on. Advertising products, servers is not permitted in any form. Only this server is allowed to advertise about its own server. We don't want the few people that we have to run off into other servers. Whether on OOC chat or on a Steam name. What? Moving on. If you see someone breaking the rules, try and warn them or contact an admin. You know, try and warn them first before you contact an admin. Really, because this is just overly like exaggerating. Do not take the situation into your own hands. This is difficult for many people. Believe me, I have seen a few. Do not reveal the presence of undercover admins to other My mind is jumping between all the words. Admin to others on the servers. In event of you noticing them, well, there's a reason why they are undercover. Most likely, like police are undercover. On a soil, if someone tells an undercover cop that they are undercover, they are most likely to die. Here, you're most likely result in a kick. Was easier than dying. I read that recently. You are not required to provide a reason for your RP actions to the other players in OOC. Okay, so running someone over and stopping and saying, "Fuck you, I'm out," really don't have to be explained. Although it may quite likely result in RDM. Oh, CDM, my bad. Even if they request it, you're only required to provide nothing, I guess. Purposely attempting to find loopholes in the rules will likely result in punishments. Well, if I'm not wrong, I have seen that somewhere here. No, that's abusing glitches, my bad. Alright. This, however, will be a little harder. You must follow fair RP. This is one that I really hate, but something that makes real sense. The character must act afraid of life-threatening situation or of any weapon pointed at you. Well, you can act afraid, but you can also act quite tough. So, you cannot attack a person, it's pure bullshit, of course you can't, who has a gun or a stun gun pointed at you. So, just get a friend to distract him while you're ready to pull out your AK, and the moment he turns around to check at that guy, blast the motherfucker. You cannot draw a weapon when someone has you at gunpoint. This is quite obvious. No one does that in real life either. You cannot run away from someone when they are pointing a gun at you. Now, does that mean if they're just, you know, on an open street? Because that makes sense. But if this, you can easily make an escape around the corner, then I would kinda like to say that you can do it. However, it's quite hard to prove whatever you did. Fair RP applies to melee weapons as long as you are within striking distance. Okay, that makes pure sense. If someone switches from a gun to handcuffs, ropes in order to detain you, fair RP still applies. Make perfect sense, I guess. Do not run into or loiter around extremely dangerous or life-threatening situations. Now this is where people will have trouble. Because when shit goes down, people wanna see it. Such as a fire or raid, as a citizen, or someone without the authorization, I guess. Extremist roleplays are only allowed when they do not refer to real-life extremist groups and such leaders. This isn't even a rule. This includes, but are not limited to, Adolf Hitler, Osama bin Laden, ISIS, or ISIS, I don't know, etc. This isn't even a rule, this is an extension of this one. Do not use real-life extremist symbols such as swastika or a hammer and cycle. Just so you know, there's nothing wrong with a swastika, and especially Let me rephrase that. There's nothing wrong with a swastika. In matter of fact, in India, if someone gives you a swastika, it's a means of good luck. And a hammer and cycle, well, this is kinda Western guy that made this. Probably in the USA, so I understand it. But the eagle is still okay, the American eagle is still okay. If you're unsure whether a real-life political group picture is allowed, ask an admin. They have the final say. So, if you ask if you can be Ronald Reagan and someone dislikes Ronald Reagan, well, you're kinda screwed. Actually, let me change Ronald Reagan to George W. Bush. The not metagame. This is what people, angry people, will have problem with. Now, if you get mad and you really get pissed off by them guy that ran you over with a truck, then you can, of course, ask why. But you know, since you don't have to do that up in the rules, it clearly says somewhere around here. There. Not even if they request it. So you can simply just say, fuck it, I'm a hit and run guy now. Bam! Oh shit, accident. You don't have to say shit. Now this is where... Shut up. Let me see that. This comment. Because people will get mad, we're all humans, we all get feelings, we all get mad. This means you cannot talk OOC out of character, while IC in character. But can you talk out of character in character? I'm not sure even how that works, but anyway. You cannot use OOC contain information, IC, EIT. Alright. This is not allowed to roleplay rape. They shall not roleplay rape or any other form of sexual abuse. Alright. Yeah, okay, yeah. Some people might have been sexually abused. I'm sorry for you people. I truly am. Do not use unrealistic things out of context. Fail RP. Well then, moving on. These include things like anti-gravity bathtubs, unrealistic car colors. Tell me unrealistic color that you can't put on a car. I mean, you can put blue, you can put red, you can put black, green even. I have even seen a pink car in my life. Yes, I have seen a pink Mini Coopers with eyebrows. How about that, maggots? Watermelon fight, what? Or science roleplay. What? Okay. So if you're really into science, you can roleplay that. Sorry, people. Use gestures realistically and approvedly. This includes not waving your hand to someone pointing a gun at you. For example, you shouldn't use act dance or wish driving or hand up randomly on the street. But if I wave into someone on the other side of the street, I mean... Hello. Anyway, power gaming is not allowed. Okay, yes, I understand why that is kinda an important one. This one should be up here. Not down here, actually. But anyway, it should be on both places, whatever. Following new life rule, stands there. If you die, you forget how you died. But you do not forget who killed you. Now this rule can be even better if you say it. Follow new life rule. If you die, you forget everything about your previous life. Because I can still remember who drove me over and what car that drove me over. However, if I do that, I am exploiting a little hole in the rules that is sent somewhere around here. I'm not gonna search for it. So yeah. Even if you're told about the situation over radio in your new life rules still applies and must follow for the duration of new life rule timer. So if you're police and you get a lot of messages saying get over to this location, you can't. You have to say then that new life rule is still there. Alright. Do not go back to the arena. No, arena. How the fuck? Holy shit. Area in which you died for at least 10 minutes. So if you died near spawn, well, you're fucked. If you spawn in the area which you died, you must leave it immediately and stand a good distance away. Now the warehouse server I was playing on, that had a little ring around the area which you died, and if you went inside that area, you were ghosted. Nice little server,
as you can see by the sign over there.
I just wish the ring was a little bit bigger. Because you can stand and shoot it. You could stand in outside and shoot in through that ring. But anyway, combat rules. Do not kill people randomly. RDM. Only kill with a valid roleplay reason. That you don't even have to give. I mean, this stands clearly here somewhere. There. You're not required to provide your RP reaction to other players. Only kill with a valid roleplay reason.
Hey, Sarge.
Alright. They're kinda like encourage RDM, but at the same time they are like saying you should not do this. So moving on. Headache. Do not kill players solely because of their clan or their job. This means that if you are a police officer, you cannot shoot a robber. Okay, that makes perfect sense. If you can kill someone that is standing close to you, having a nice conversation with you, without even committing crime. Do not kill players because they broke a rule. That is surely an extremist. The player actually killed because of a rule. Holy shit. But then again, they would actually RDM there. I guess. Because they're not allowed to take matters into their own hands, so it should be classified as an RDM. And even with an underground job, you still cannot kill a person without a valid role-playing reason. I'm gonna send a message real quick.
I mean, it's okay.
There we go. If you make a bounty / hitman contract, there is actually a game called Hitman Contract. So anyway, You must have a valid reason to make this
Oh
contract.
God.
Not use
Oh
an
my-
excuse for RDM. Failure to have whatever. Yeah, that will be quite reasonable, you know. Fuck it, you killed 10 people. You know, and you forgot everything about your previous life. Actually, you forgot how you died.
Oh,
So yeah.
fuck's sake.
Don't shoot your gun or flare gun without a valid role-playing reason.
No, you're not.
Well, I have a valid reason for you. I'm a lunatic, and I just want to see some havoc. If that's a good reason for you. Good. Do not throw Molotovs without a role-playing reason. How about you got drunk? Actually, I think you don't have to. Yeah, you were out strolling with your buddies, and you decided to get drunk, and you managed to pull up at a gas station, and you fill both your car tank and a little jerry can, and then you drove off. Oh yeah, you brought a newspaper as well, and a lighter. And then you simply went on the best place ever, drunk as a skunk, and start lighting and throwing Molotovs. That is a nice ARP roleplay reason. Now you just have to find a nice car that seats 4 and some appropriate schoolboy uniform. No advertisement in chat or Steam name. That does not LL. Related, game related, such as personal websites, but other communities or business. As stated above, I think it's here. Somewhere. You've probably seen it already. Because we wanna keep a hold of what we have. We don't wanna lose anyone else. In OOC chat, advertisement, request, jobs, job radios, not private radios, and broadcast you may only speak English. Sorry, Russians. All our chats are international, while Russians is a chance after all. Do not have private conversation in OOC chat. Use the PM command. Private message. Do not spam advert. You must wait at least a minute before sending the same advertisement again. So, if you are smart and actually manage to get away with it, you can say car repair, automobile repair, let's see what else out there, motor repair, and so on. And once I'm in as a pass, you can re-scroll it. Do not use OOC to call a staff member. Use this command. Do not swear exclusively, whatever, argue or insult an OOC for everyone to see. And do not write cap lock messages. Alright. Well, you're not allowed to insult, swear, or argue, so this one is kinda relevant.
Hey, Sarge.
While you may be racist, sexual, or discrimination, I see in character, do not do this exist, or if it doesn't fit the character's roleplay, the action must. Moving on. Actually,
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's skip this one. Door rules. Do not have more than 2 lockable custom doors leading to a single location. Your friend's doors are also counted. When you build custom doors using the fading door tool, place a keypad and/or button on both sides. You do not need to place keypads or buttons for custom doors made and using the door tool, so long as they are breachable, breach it with explosives or whatever. Custom door must be open for a minimum of 5 seconds. I wonder if you can place them down to 4.99 seconds. Between 2 doors there must be a space of at least 2 meters. 2 PHX units. Do not build custom doors directly behind an unhonorable door. Well, that makes kind of sense. Don't buy any internal doors of buildings. If someone else uses the main front door, you must ask their permission before buying them. Hostage rules. Do not take hostage players. What? Do not hostage players without a valid RP reason. Do not hostage a fireman. Why no one to do that? When they are in your base to extinguish a fire. Oh, quick! There's a fire! Got you now, bitch. The maximum you can ask for the release of a single hostage is 2,000. Okay. Okay, some people... It's very little, but you know, 2,000 is still 2,000. Do it a few times, 5 times, and holy shit. If you have multiple hostages, you may demand 2,000 per hostage. Once the hostage has submitted to and given to your demand, you must release him or her. Well, this is not for certain terrorists and whatever do. You take the army and then you find your kid or parent or whatever it is in a river. Once you've taken a hostage, you must look after them until they are submitted to your demand. Fuck that. The hostages, I treat them however I want. Although I will have been quite nice, you mean. I mean, you know. Job rules. Oh my goodness. You know, we spent half an hour on this. Let's just get into it. Oh, actually, my voice is totally fucked up. Should I continue reading this? No. Fuck this. I'll be back at a later date. Bye. Oops.